And I'm short.
You don't have to take everything that hits the tape.
Oh, come on.
We're dropping, aren't we?
What is that?
That's something that catches my eye.
Baby! Good morning, everybody. Back to WhaleWatch. I'm not even going to do intros anymore. We're just going to jump right into shit. How about that? Make it a little more entertaining. We might lose Tucker.
Thoughts, Anthony?
I don't know if he has any thoughts going on right now.
I'd prefer Nick to talk for like an hour or so. Just kind of hang out.
Big
Just
energy,
sit there and look
big
pretty.
energy. Kind of an uneventful weekend. I finally got to see Spider-Man. It was really good.
Hell yeah!
I dug
Glad
it.
You liked it.
I dug it a lot.
What was I right? It's very Raimi. It's very
yes, yeah.
Classic
I got those vibes
traditional
big time.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I don't want to harp too much. I know most people who want to see it would have seen it by now, but I'll give it some time before I start talking about specific shit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, market-wise, we just had some more Iran war posturing going on for the most part this weekend. I think Berkshire Hathaway opened up its coffers for the first time in a while, did some buying. The stock market, as you all know, hit some good old-fashioned all-time highs last week, while the jobs report wasn't exactly ideal, kind of weak. So employment optional, but stocks go up is the theme of that. I'm just kind of chilling right now. But we're going to be keeping an eye. I'm going to be keeping an eye, rather, on this NASDAQ range as we head into open. This guy right here, this 851, has been kind of a playable level for me for a while. You can see in the overnight session, they just stair-stepped their way right down to it, lost it, and rejected it. So I'm kind of looking to see if off the open we can reclaim that 29,850s, or if we're just going to flush below those 29,770s finally. So that's a little bit of the range I'm looking at on the open in about 4 minutes here. Anthony, what are you looking at? What are you excited for with all that energy you got this morning?
Oh man. I did have a couple of heat zones I'm kind of watching going into this week. Now was an interesting one here. Nothing really changed here. That 11-day out one, we're sitting on that heavy positive 120 right now. Or, 120 there. And then we got a little positive gamma up there at 130. That 4-day out as well. We're just kind of sitting on that highest positive gamma right now, and absolute gamma's up there at 130. We're kind of a little bit below that. I saw GitLab. Yes, correct. And then GitLab was another one that I know they got some news. I think it was Friday. I know there was some interesting flow that popped.
Is GitLab
really
another
hard
Bitcoin miner?
They are
GitLab.
Code bases, blah blah.
DevSecOps platform provides single application for managing entire software development lifecycle. Nope, I am the asshole. They are not crypto. That's my bad. What are we looking at? I'm seeing they're bumping right up into that range.
Yeah, I mean, that 11-day out one's a little more interesting than that short-term one, but I mean, there's not really anything besides this 40 here, and that's your absolute gamma as well. Kind of above that support there a little bit there. Yeah, kind of an interesting one there. And then I had one more here too. What was it? MU. Yeah, it was.
Oh, MU had some looks last week.
Yeah, if I look at, and getting kind of clapped a little bit pre-market there, but yeah, I mean, that 0-day, look where all that positive gamma is kind of with that 0-day. That absolute gamma's 800 now, though. Yeah, that's very interesting. And obviously, I pulled this data Sunday, so it's not, this is the fresher look here versus Sundays there. So
let me get my screen shared to you guys here.
That's the only thing with the heat zones. You only get the update once per day since it's all open interest derived. So, a lot of the data it's from Thursday's open interest change.
Right.
Or, well, technically Friday's volume, but then Thursday's open interest change that you're looking at on that Friday. So, always kind of nice to come back and double check them there. But yeah, I mean, we're sitting right about on that put wall almost there. 860s that put wall.
Oh,
So
we're like
I'm
right on
curious to
top of
kind of
it.
see. Yeah, it's kind of curious to see how some of this one. I think there was some flow on MU that I was looking at here too.
Then
Let
I
me
am
just see if
asked
I can
about the
find it.
analysis on NASDAQ. Same thing, just a few minutes ago. I quickly touched on it, but I know some people are going to be trickling in here as we break into the open. I'm watching this roughly 80 to 100 point range here. They lost support at 850s in the overnight session. I'm looking to see if buyers can push back up above it to try to break out upward, or if we're going to finally kick out the floor here down at the 770s. So I'm watching between these blue lines on the open, and beyond that, we're going to be looking at gamma exposure in the options market by market makers specifically here on Unusual Whales to see if we can't find a spicy spot. Let's just see what this opening candle does real quick, Anthony, and then we'll start
Yeah,
trucking along
I
again.
can't find that contract anyway, so you're good.
Ooh,
So you
spicy!
are good.
We got a nice spicy pop and drop right away. I tend to give it a few breaths. I don't like to just jump on the train as it pulls into the station. I want it to like stop and let me get on safely. You feel me? I'm not somebody to just punt options at the punt options or futures contracts right at the open. I like to give it a breath of fresh air, see what they're gonna do. We're not really getting quite to those 850s. I want to see them take an attempt to go above it. We try to top tick short, or I want to see them lose these 770s and turn them into resistance for some safe downside. See if we can start trucking here. But basically break even on open so far. I'll keep an eye on that. Let me pop open our gamma exposure. Let's see if we have anything going on market maker wise.
They are kind of positioned up a little bit here. I'm kind of maybe eyeing that. I mean, it's still a big rate. I mean, every day almost. I mean, big range here. Monday and Tuesday last week were really nice though, because we actually didn't really have the big ranges. It was kind of more one sided. But yeah, I mean, big range here. I mean, all the way 78.25 down to 76.50. I mean,
that 77.25 has my eyebrow raised. It's kind of the biggest stacking we have on our plate right in front of us. But it's pretty far down there, and we have a couple of roadblocks on the way. We're sitting right on top of this positive gamma range right now, about 3 strikes wide. See if they can hold on to that as support and push above those 850s on the NAS. They still haven't gotten up there. This is kind of a slow open.
Hey, they're all still tired too. It's coming to that end of the year, man, where everybody's just waiting kind of for summer to be done, man.
Dude, I'm ready for the cold. I'm ready for the cold.
Yeah.
I'm over the 98% humidity shit. I'm over it. I'm ready for cold. Make the air hurt my lungs, not make me chug water every time I take a breath.
Oh, I know. It's so bad. It's bad.
All right. We're still just kind of chopping here. It's literally hanging on to the tiniest range that we were setting in that overnight session on the NASDAQ here. Basically, 820s down to 780s. So we're still pretty tight here. I want to see them kick out one side or the other before I get cocky. Our gamma profile really has wishy-washy. Like we can see the positive gamma that we're sitting on top of right now, that 77.55 and 77.50 is falling off. You can see those dots sitting way up here. That was the last 1 minute intervals level of positive gamma here. We're falling off to the left here toward the negative side on those, while we're still seeing 77.25 hold strong, and that 78.10 way up there, building just a little bit, but I'm not feeling confident we're going to have a huge breakout in either direction quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a little positive gamma. Oh, there's a big update, kind of. All that positive gamma kind of dropped off here. 55, 50, dropped actually a decent amount there.
Yeah, shaky's a good descriptor for it, Then I would agree with you. Pretty shaky.
Yeah, you don't gotta hop into something right at open there. I mean, it's 3 minutes into a new week. You don't need to force something like this on something like this.
And again, new all-time highs right at the end of the week last week, despite kind of a shitty July jobs report. So we're just kind of hanging out with the good old-fashioned premise of stocks only go up, and it doesn't matter if you have a job or not, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, please don't give us a choppy day. Please don't give us a choppy day, man.
The Nasdaq just tried to take a stab at those 770s area. You can see where they're kind of coiling on it in pre-market. Let's see if they can sweep this out. Give me a back test up. Because the patterns I like to trade, for those of you who aren't familiar with the show, I'm mostly short. And I like seeing these beautiful stair steps, and they did it the entire overnight session. Stair stepping their way down to my 850 level. Now they've rejected it. They're sweeping below those 770s. If I can get a spicy back test that does not break above this, I might be looking at some stair step patterns to get short on. But right now, nice little floor kicker here. I want them to find a little bit of slowdown right in this area. You can see from Friday's session, this right here, right now, held as support up until closes breakout. I want to see them bounce this good and hard back up toward my 770s, and I'm probably going to take a stab at it. What do we got here? Yes, that's what I like to see in the gamma profile, baby.
Position dropping out. Yeah, they're starting to kind of drop off that positioning there.
That
building up a little bit
says
down
what's
here.
good. All right, let's give me a bounce so I can play too, coach. Man, they're just gonna sweep it out and then laugh at me like Wednesday.
Probably. That was like me. I think that was Wednesday last week where we had that like 20-point drop into close. It missed my entry by like 3 points. You know how, like,
dude,
I'm
heartbreaking.
Oh, like, because we were right in the middle of that top heavy negative gamma bar, and we were just kind of slightly coming into it. But I'm like, I gotta what, because it's the last like 5 minutes of the day, so obviously you know how positioning this agent so quick.
Yeah. I'm
just like, and it's like, okay, I missed my entry, that's okay, but the analysis is right. I'm fine with that. Like when your analysis is correct, because at least you know you had the correct setup. You just didn't get your entry, which is okay.
Yeah, it happens. And again, I would rather miss a trade completely than get stuck off sides.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep. Because it was like a 7-point drawdown that you could have sat in. And I'm like, yeah, not with 3 minutes to go in the day. Absolutely not.
Nice bounce off the bottom there. I am eyeballing for a clean rejection, and then I'm probably gonna take a stab. See what they do on this 1 minute here. Chilling.
A nice calm open, man.
Yeah, it's a bit slow there, I'm gonna be honest. It took them 5 minutes to give the move. All right, we're getting that rejection. I'm in. Let's see where they get me. I really only want to get down here to the bottom of that bounce range. I might take this off already. We might just go 1 for 1 out of the gate here. Let's see what this current 1 minute candle does. It looks like they're going to back check it a bit. I'm going to leave this on for now.
Yeah, you got your put premiums picking up here.
Yes, sir.
Marketide and calls are dropping a little bit here. Yeah,
I like that positive gamma building up below us. Still that 77.25 we pointed out right out of the gate this morning. Let's see what this gives me. I want my profit take right above that low. That doesn't mean I don't think we can't make a new low. I'm just being nice here. Let's see what they give me. I'm going to let this sit for just a moment. What do you got coming in on your filters this morning? Because I know we've had slow mornings, but I imagine with that wiggle we just had in the NASDAQ, we might have some tech
maybe
stuff.
Maybe a little something.
Tech stuff.
I want to see what these Intel... Ooh, we got some big Intel hits coming in here right now. Intel, that 812-110.
Real quick, I think they're about to take me home. Take me home tonight. When we start getting moves like this, I want this to be my stair step, folks. So I don't want them to re-clear this long wick we have. And if they do, I mean, they're just going to invalidate my stair step. But right now, what I like to see and what I like to do, and we're moving in the direction I want, is I'll start trailing my stop to the 1 minute. I want to see what this does into the 30 seconds, about the halfway point of this candle. I might move my stop right above this right here, right now. So we walk away with at least half of this move. I don't want to give it back. I have 2 contracts on. I could trim it to 1 and just let it ride, but I prefer to take my profits and get back in. It's just how I scalp. I don't like to give them back any. Ooh, they got really close to it there. They might take it out right here. We'll get $150 if they do. Give that a little breathing room. See if they take out my stop there. They very well might, but we win this trade no matter which way they bounce it. Yeah, the way that's rounding off on the bottom there, I think they're going to back test sooner than I want. But let's see what this 1 minute does.
Yeah, you're right in the middle of the positive gamma, too. Right in the middle of that.
I would prefer they kick out the floor here. They already hit my first target once. I want a new low of day. If this bounces up, I'm going to flatten it, and we got a nice little $200. All right, I'm taking that. It's still going to... I still think we're going to see new lows here. But let's keep an eye on that. What were you seeing with that NVIDIA that I interrupted you during? Because that is pertinent to the instrument we're trading. NVIDIA makes up a lot of the NASDAQ.
Wait, we got 2 Intels. I think you got the 2 confused. It's a Monday.
I could have sworn you said NVIDIA. That word.
No.
Tucker, help me out. NVIDIA absolutely came out of his mouth.
On occasion.
All
no,
right.
he's
all right. I'm not picking a side. I don't want to get into the middle of this.
Route, I was very much not on a long. I was on a short on there.
Yeah, I got 2 Intels kind of hitting the tape here. That 2-day out one here. You know, these came in right at open, and they're 13% out of the money. That's a little far out of the money for me, especially something right at open that's only 2 days out. So I'm just gonna I want to look at those puts. Those might be a little more interesting. That's heavy size here, very light open interest. Got some time on those. I want to see how these look. Again, something kind of right at open. 31% out of the money is so far, but I mean, you got time on them. That's the thing. I don't like that IV drop either, even though it's kind of coming in off a multi-leg. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the 30% out of the money stuff. Like, yes, Intel can, obviously, you don't need that 30% move to profit on those, but man, those are just so far out of the money.
Out there.
They're right at open,
they're up
too.
like
I mean,
2 cents. They're up a couple cents, man.
I'd probably lean by to open on those. Just look at those put premiums coming in on it right now. I mean,
yeah.
I'd probably lean by to open. Just, is it a good contract, though?
Ben I am on Twitter asked if we're in a buy zone on the NASDAQ. I am not a knife catcher, homie. You won't see me go long unless it's a really clean breakout. I'm mostly short. I will say, back test wise, maybe. But we just set the new low just about. They got pretty damn close to that low. I was looking for a new low in that last trade. We took it off a little bit sooner. We took it off at about 740s. There's our new low. I'm not a knife catcher, man. I like seeing confirmation before I jump in. Really, the only time I'll jump right in right now without the structure confirming is like the short we just took with this massive wick that they sold off the instant they bounced up above that 770 level. That's exactly what I was looking like to get short, and that's what we did. I like seeing these big wicks to the downside. They're not as clean in my experience to the upside when you see them like this, but they can be. I'm just really bad at taking longs, I'll be honest. But like I said, I expected them to sweep out that low to bounce back up and maybe start making another stair step down. But right now, man, I'm sitting on my hands until we get a new clean rejection to go short off of. I would like them to test above 770s again for a cleaner entry. If they don't, that's fine. We're already 1 for 1 on the morning. I feel nice. We have a nice wide negative gamma zone forming here. All these positive spots that we were sitting on at the open have gone negative. That 7725 built up quite a bit before tapering just a tiny. I'm still going to be looking for pretty much the same trade we just took.
Yeah, I mean, at least that positive gamma was all kind of swapping or dropping off here. Some of it's flipping over to negative here. This is kind of a hands-off area for me. Just, I mean, the negative gamma, we can accelerate up, accelerate down.
Absolutely.
And
remember, the general premise of those negative gamma zones is market makers tend to buy into strength and sell into weakness. Whereas the positive gamma spots tend to be a dampening of the move. You tend to slow down in that area. Sometimes I'll try to top tick positive gamma for a short when it's moving to the upside, but not always. I just like seeing acceleration through those negative gamma zones, and we've already gotten that through the first one. I want to see if we can get a clean rejection here to do it again. Maybe set a new low yet again here this morning. We're spicy, though. We're 1 for 1. Let's see what we can get today. Quick little disclaimer, don't copy trade. If you're trading too, that's great. Let us hear about it. But do not just take a trade because you saw us do it on the screen. There's going to be a delay just by way of how streaming works. Don't be punting contracts just because we are. I take my stops super fast, and so I might even be out of it before you even hear me say via the stream feed that I'm in it. So just be careful. Don't copy trade. All right, let's see if buyers can hang on to just this tiny, tiny blip of positive gamma. Just this tiny little blip here.
Yeah, that's... Is this gonna be our savior spot, or what's gonna... Ooh, they built
nice
up
deep
above
negative
here.
there at 77.65.
I might snag a little long here. I like this spot for support. I like that build up there. They built it up because they decreased that 77.60 there. I might dabble in a long here. I think I'm gonna dabble in a little long here. Let's
We're
hop in
about
here.
20 points away on the
see.
NASDAQ from where I'd be comfortable shorting, but I'm not going to argue. Let's just do our thing.
We'll see what we can get there. I like that build up at 77.65 there. That's very interesting here. I'm going to put a buy limit on here. Nope, sell limit. Jeez, dude, I keep doing this every time where...
Yeah, you do. Where you accidentally put it on the backwards side of the trade.
Yep. I am gonna put my sell up here, kind of near the high of the day. Oh, we might hit it already. Oh,
yeah, nice little pop here on the Nas.
Let's see what we get here.
If NASDAQ doesn't take out 810s, I'm probably gonna inverse you. But if they do, Godspeed, my man. I'd
like
love
to see it come up and test
above.
VWAP at least. Get a little clean action to start the day.
Clean. I mean, it's only fair that you hit on a long, because I already hit on my short pretty much right out of the gate there. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if this gives a nice little breakout to test the high of day here. But also,
it'll be fine.
On the NASDAQ, I'm kind of eyeballing the opposite side. So let's see.
Yeah, I got to get out of this chop, man. Got to get out of this chop. If we come up and test VWAP, though, that might be... I'm going to just move this down to kind of that 200 day.
They gave it to me. I've already moved my stop just above this current 1 minute candle. If they flip back up on me, I'm going to give back a $100 trade, and that's okay. I want Anthony to win too. But we are in dueling positions right now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, because
NASDAQ's trying to form some structure here. They might take me out on that last 1 minute candle. I'll only lose about $30 of the 180-ish we made earlier if I'm wrong. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I would rather you print than you lose. So we'll see what happens here.
Because there'll be another trade. There'll be another trade. Even if I lose, there'll be another trade.
Always another trade. I will say my target on this short is not low of day. It's just the top of that bounce candle right here. Little bit of structure there that I was eyeballing. They might even form it right here, this little rounded bottom here. On the last 2 1 minute candles into the third 1 minute candle. That may well become the new support, and I might just get fleeced on this one. That's all right. It's all right. Let's see what they do.
Nazi's moving for you. I'm waiting for...
It's still wiggling.
He has to kind of...
Every opportunity for it to blow me out here.
Bit.
But small size tight stops, that's how I do.
Just going to chop and get us both.
Hey, at least you don't have to worry about theta, like when we're doing SPY or SPX. You got to worry about time being against you no matter what price does. That's why I really like using the options data to trade futures. You don't have to worry about theta intraday. You just got to worry about the moves, man. You don't have to worry about time. Still love my options, though, for swings. All right, if they stop me out, let's give you a nice little breakout up there. They didn't quite take out the extreme of that range, though. I would almost be tempted to jump back in.
Oh, man.
Dude, they are making you sweat for it.
It's just gonna barcode right here all day. There's a little pop there.
Something, leave them wanting more. Literally, because they didn't give you anything. It's
trying to get up there a little bit, but it's just not holding. I don't like those wicks that I'm getting here on the 1 minute. They're rejecting that spot over and over there. Can we just do something?
He's like, can we just please? This is part of why I like the NASDAQ for scalping. Even within these ranges, you can catch little tidbits here and there, 10, 20 points.
Yeah. Oh, let's just get a...
But I'll be damned if the ES doesn't like to just pop off like an absolute king when it gets breakouts. Breakouts and breakdowns on ES can be very profitable and very terrifying at the same time.
I do like seeing some of that positive gamma dropped off there. And, I mean, they're still built up in here. I'd like to... I mean, that 77 77.50 there. Hey, I mean, would we go up and test 77.85? Kind of a big pop right out of the gate, but
all right, Nazi's giving a good push here. Here we go.
Put up there a little bit.
I gotta get you out of that habit so bad, dude. I really do. I really
look,
do. We gotta break it.
Look, it's good. I haven't even It's not.
No, I mean the stop moving. The stop moving. When you're on a 1 minute candle and you're moving your stop to the 15-second.
Hey,
you're missing out on so much. You nail your ranges so hard, man.
We'll see. See, that's why I think ES has been working a little better for me, because I'm getting those quick little pumps there.
Yeah, fair.
But I'll take it. I'll take it. We're agreed on the day. Look at. I mean, that's a good little pop there. I mean, we'll see. And I don't like that wick that it formed right there either. Look at that. That's nasty.
Can be. I'm eyeballing for my next Nazi. Nasdaq's still holding strong in this spot. I want to see if buyers can push this right through that negative gamma zone. See if we can't just take out a new high after the low we set. That would be nice and spicy.
Yeah, your market tie is starting to kind of pick up. Put premiums are dropping a little bit. Call premiums are trying to tickle up. At least all call premiums out of the money is still low.
Just a little tickle. Just a little tickle.
God, dude, the chop just is what drives me crazy. I can't sit and chop. It's just so it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain. Well, no.
And this is the guy that yells at me to be patient, by the way. He's like, this chop breaks my brain. I'm dying. Yelling at me to be patient. 8 minutes, dude. You tried to make me wait 8 minutes to take a trade on Wednesday. I want you to remember that. You tried to make me wait 8 whole ass minutes.
Well, there's data there. There's data.
I know, but 8 minutes, that's forever.
It's data, though.
Chat, help me out. 8 minutes is forever. I just missed my short talking shit, but it's already over.
See,
so
that's karma. That's karma. That's karma.
It is what
karma,
it is.
Every single time,
dude. Every time. It's poetry at this point. We've got an epic going on, Beowulf style, of me missing shorts by talking shit. Oh, random ass Tesla.
Yeah, these are kind of interesting here to me. I mean, you get a nice IV spike when they come in and they're filling with the ask here. 18 days, 14%, and Tesla 14% for Tesla. You know, it's not too far out of the realm where it's super far out of the money for something like that. Yeah, these we can come back and take a peek at these. These could be a little interesting.
Tesla
here.
does some wonky, spicy shit on pretty regular basis.
They're kind of up a little bit right now, but not far enough to, make me say no to anything here. Let me.
All right, well, he's doing that, NASDAQ. Can you get me back down to these 770s, 750s? Give me some spicy. We got to alternate. Anthony had his turn. Now it's my turn. All right, here they come onto my 770s. I want them to kick out the floor of 770 again, and if they bounce it, I'll just run away. Because that'll show me that they're turning it into support again, just like they did back here in the pre-market. Look at that beauty of a hold in the pre-market. I don't want them to do that again while I'm in the trade. So let's see what they do. If this bounces back up, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Otherwise, I would love for them to lose that support. I'm just going to take it. We'll take 80 bucks, folks. Look at that bottom wick. I'm not going to get too cocky here. Now what I have to do if I want to take another short, right now would be chasing. I already took the win down to my level. If I go in here, my stop out's going to completely rob what we just made on that short. Now I wait. If they come back up here, reject those 810s, I'll probably give it another stab. Otherwise, the safest bet would be for 770 to be rejection again, like we played back here. So we're back to waiting, baby, but we're 2 for 2 on the NAS. We're 1 for 1 on ES. We're chilling. Good fucking Monday morning, folks.
I'm happy I trailed up though, because I would have probably got stopped out on that little wick there, I'm sure, because I think I had my stop setting, give or take in there. Probably would have got stopped out, but hey, I'll take it. I think that was a $30 move for us. Oh, gave us 11 bucks.
Gains are gains.
Whatever.
You know the thing from Incredibles where it's like math is math.
Yeah. The
gains are gains.
The gains
I'll
are
make that
gains.
Photoshop. 1 second.
Well, there's like a whole ass gif of it, I'm sure, floating around somewhere of the gains are gains. It's classic.
Oh, is that true? Okay.
I think so. Hold on, let me check. I think so. I don't know. You would think. Yeah, there is one.
Okay, good. I can close my Photoshop tab.
Gains are gains.
Tucker thought he was being original.
I thought I was
Nope.
clever for once. Nope. Could never be. My bad.
Maybe one day.
We are vibing this morning. Gains are indeed gains.
God, there is just so much negative gamma here. Gonna be one of those fun days, I think. One of those
Somebody
fun
did
days,
ask for a heat zone read on AAOI, kind of. They want to see where market makers are positioning on AAOI.
Yeah.
Now, to be clear, just really quick, the individual ticker names, gamma profiles, there's a good article out there now that breaks down the differences that Snorlax wrote up. This is not an intraday updater like the CBOE data is for SPX. These are open interest derived. They update once per day. Come on, pick a direction. Let me play again.
It's pretty much I don't want to say lowest quality, but like the lowest. Help me think of a good word for it.
I mean, close enough. If it's OI derived, so there's some guesswork by default.
Yeah, you don't.
And you'll see a lot of services with SPX even, like they'll use open interest derived and pretend it's gospel somehow. But no, Periscope is straight up, straight from CBOE. No guessing, no guesswork. Every 1 minute, market maker exposure and repositioning. But still useful data to do. Anthony uses this to trade his swing trades all the time.
Yeah. Yep, and if you want kind of that, again, I hate saying, low quality, but you get that kind of, a better idea. Turn on that I almost said directionalized volume there, and I mean, it'll kind of give you that intraday view, but again, it's just kind of guessing. It's just, all volume kind of going into everything. There's kind of the easiest way to think of it. That it's cut, it's you, me, retail, and market makers. It's not just strictly market maker positioning going into this stuff. It's everybody. So I mean, yes, you can kind of maybe try to catch sentiment. It's not like Periscope, where again, like what Nick was saying, it's coming from CBOE. There's only one exchange that data comes from, versus like SPY, where there's 20 probably different exchanges where it's coming from. So that is very nice there. But yeah, we can take a peek at it here. That 4-day out, a lot of positive gamma up there on 150. 11 days out as well too, a lot up at 150. 150 is our absolute gamma. 39 days, another 150. I think they're all going to be all your kind of higher dollar value hedging stuff here is leaning on that 150 there. And I like that 11-day because we're sitting right on that positive gamma here. Not much in between us, all up here, kind of the same as here. A little maybe road bump at 145, but yeah, I mean, heat zone, I mean, it's looking, I'd say I'd be more, in favor of seeing an upside move here than a downside with absolute gamma up there.
I guess on the 11-day, they're sitting right above that one. They stick that landing, dude. I do like the upside there as well.
And I mean, we've already kind of busted through that there. We're up $5 on the day there too. So we've already kind of busted up through that. Yeah, that's
Anthony
that's fun.
said
But yeah,
no. You guys heard it. Anthony said he just busted.
I think AAOI busted, not me.
Yeah.
But, like when you look at the gamma here, though, it's the same, thought process of the movements of Periscope. Price kind of tends to gravitate towards the heavy positive gamma.
Nice,
price dampens at those. You see negative gamma in between, can act as acceleration. So it's the same kind of, mechanical moves as as Periscope. The data is just not as strong as Periscope. I think that's a good way to say it there. The data's not as strong there. Because I hate, saying, oh, it's low quality, because it's like, well, then why do we have low quality data? Like, well, this is where anybody's going to get the same exact data. So, like,
Digital John says, what is going on here, please? We're scalping futures and looking at flow, baby, every Monday and Wednesday morning at open.
Usually a little more excitement on Wednesdays when
yeah.
little more sleep on.
We caught a couple of good scalps off the open. I'm not complaining. I'm just looking for a re-entry on the NASDAQ here. They're chopping. They haven't kicked out the low yet. They're holding on to that 770 level I pointed out earlier. I was kind of hoping we'd flush below it, then reject it so I could get another short off, but they are holding it for now. We're right back on top of that positive gamma shelf we opened on. So that's the short that we took right off of losing that, and we're right back on top of it, smack dab again. Let's see if they can just accelerate through this negative gamma now, because we have that rebuild up. We were looking at those 7800s and those 7805s way up above us here, and they had completely disappeared. You see the shady white gray dot here? That's how far they dropped into the negative earlier when we caught that short. They're positive again. So market makers are moving positioning up. You can see we had that flip right here at 77.55 after a brief visit negative. Now they're sticking the landing on it as support a bit. So I want to see if they have the juice to push through these two negative gamma spots. You can see the 77.60s trying to trail its way positive. So market makers are moving their positive positioning up here. This is happening, but I'm still looking for rejections on the NAS until I see a dramatic change in the options profile here, because this is still pretty weak. Like, this is a weak positive gamma zone.
Yeah. We're just kind of getting out, or just finally getting above where I, took my...
we are quite a bit above where you took your long off.
Yeah. Well, shh.
And there's a little bit of "I told you so" in my tone there, but...
I would have probably got stopped out on this wick though with my stop there. I would have probably got stopped out on that one, so
But they're starting
hindsight's always so easy to come back and look at stuff, man.
The NASDAQ looks like it's trying to start doing that stair-step pattern I like to trade to the downside, but to the upside. So let's see if they can hang on to this pattern or not. If we get a good dip back to those 70s, I might be inclined, even I might be inclined to take a stab at a long there. But right now, still looking to see how high they can take it up and give me a really firm top wick to enter short on. I'm not convinced we're reversing all the way up quite yet, but the S&P is a bit stronger than the NASDAQ on this bounce.
I want to look at these SKHYs here. Man, it's descending fill here. A little pricey anyways. I mean, well, it's almost a $2 spread on this anyway, so probably going to be a no automatically just based off that spread. But I just want to look at that flow for some context. You get that nice IV spike when it comes in. Spot is filling at the ask. I just want to see, because it's saying we got a descending fill here. I just want to kind of pop. So it looks like one contract here might be causing that. A little too many kind of, red flags on that. Obviously, the descending fills only one contract. That's not the issue here. I don't like seeing that IV drop here, and our price is up about 11 cents there. Geez, I don't know if my 9, 10, 11, 12 cents there. Geez. So, I don't like seeing that IV drop when that price is going up when there are calls. That's just something that kind of doesn't kind of always,
I do think shorting 6% away is
you'd be
dangerous.
Yeah. This thing's been so volatile too, though, so
yeah, this ticker comes up a lot on the show, especially on Wednesdays when we have more of an options focus. This ticker is popular lately.
Yeah, I just don't like that beginning spread there either.
This newer?
This is a newer
uplisting, right?
Yep.
So you'll probably see some popularity in the options chains for a while when they're new like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you made me trade it, I'd long it, but I just, I don't like that initial bid-ask spread. It does tighten up there to a nice 10-cent spread. That's a little better than a $2 spread. Yeah, I mean, just kind of a lot going on there. Probably lean buy it open. I mean, look at that put premium still spiking with that call premium though. So I don't know. Kind of looking at tape's kind of dry to start the day there. Oh yeah, we're building up here at 77.60 here. I think this might kind of try to act as a support spot.
I think my short filled, but I'm doing something, so we'll see if I get stopped out while I'm doing that something.
Well,
risky
business.
business.
I guess we'll find out.
We will find out. Drum roll, folks. Hold your breath. Open my chart back up. I'm still in it. We're not stopped out, baby. Same thing. I'm just looking for them to revisit, to do the same pattern back up to the upside. I don't have my target way down at 70s like I wanted. They might even just bounce it here, and I'm not going to get too cocky. We are 3 for 3 on the morning. 2 NASDAQ, 1 S&P. I'm not going to complain. Oh, I guess 3 for 4. I did take that like $20 stop out earlier.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they might just do it here. They might just do it here. I don't think they're going to give me my full move. That's all right. Maybe we'll go ahead right when people start joining in on the YouTube feed here. They'll get to see our first real loss of the morning. Let's see. I don't want them to take out that last wick. This is the last short that we took. That was really nice, down to that 776 level again. I wanted to play it again. Doesn't look like they're going to give me that full move. So let's see what they do here on this 1 minute candle. Are they finally gonna abuse Stony Shorts TM? Yeah, they might. I don't like how that 1 minute candle there opened. Let's see. I'm going to let them take me. We did fine this morning. I'm just going to let them take me out here. Structure's still there. It's starting to loop it. This is going to take me out. I'm going to flatten it before they get there. No need. Yeah, they got right on it, too. Look at that. I'll probably be looking to jump back in. I'm not convinced until they take out that high. Because they still have 850s to clear to the upside there, which held as support barely, twice there, just barely to the tick. Way earlier this morning at about 7 a.m. Eastern, they held it to the tick. And man, when they kicked that floor out, they kicked it out. We saw that happen with the 770 level earlier, which we caught. I want them to get all the way to that 850 and reject and do the same damn thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking for them on the long side to start tickling these stair steps down that they made in the pre-market. If they can reclaim 850, we've got a case for them to start back testing some of those stair steps. What is our gamma profile sitting on? They have reclaimed the positive gamma range. Let's see if they can stick the landing and push this bad boy up.
Look at our market tide too. Market tide starting to kind of favor that.
I think they're going to stop letting me short. They might be cutting me short on shorts at 3. Here. Might only be 3 shorts on the day.
I do have something interesting to show you. All 3 of those heat zones that we looked at. Well, now it's kind of lagging a little bit here, but now kind of after that initial drop, we're starting to kind of see a little move up there. MU is ripping now out of the open, and then GitLab here is not Jill.
Don't oops, no oops. Anytime I say oops, it's usually I misclicked and enter the wrong side of a trade, and I'm like, fuck! Oh, they have reclaimed 850. If they can stick this landing, I'm going to join them for some tests up into those 900s.
Man,
this is a nice push, baby. Not yet. I need my back test. I'm not a long chaser. Nate's in the YouTube chat here talking shit. He'll see me chase. He will see me chase breakdowns with no hesitation. I don't have the balls to do that with longs, and I don't know that I ever will. So I'll just stick to what I'm good at and hang out on that.
Hey, that's all that you gotta do.
Ah, shit. Hold on one sec. My headphone's disconnected.
Uh-oh. Oh, Tucker,
we're back,
say
baby.
whatever
We're
we
back.
want quick. Oh, dang.
We're back. Oh, damn. Fuck you.
Dang, Tucker. Curious to see if they're double tapping that Tesla, too. Got 25. The first one was 2,500. Now we got another 2,600. It kind of seems a little double tappy there. I'll have to check that open interest tomorrow, but I think that might be a little double tap coming in there. Won't know for sure until that open interest updates, but seems kind of,
feels double tappy, especially with that second one being larger in size, which doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. But if it was a quickie in and outie, I would expect some pretty. This is the same size.
Yeah, and we get another IV pop on it too, and fills at the ask. I I think the little double tap there. Obviously, we won't know until the open interest updates, but yeah. That's an interesting one there for me. I'm not big on swinging Tesla.
Tesla
Tesla's
and I
like
don't
a
get
day
along.
trade. Yeah, Tesla's gonna be like a momentum day trade for
Yeah.
me.
Tesla and I are not friends. We do not get along. I do not. Tesla's on my no-fly list, not because it's bad to trade, but because I have a bad track record trading it. Nate said not to short, and I did. And I'm about to take my $80 and say, haha. Hey, Nate, were you saying something about don't short an uptrend? They're probably going to stop me out right after I talk shit because I didn't flatten when I said, here it comes. Here it comes. This part's clippable, Tucker.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, they got me. So, literally what I was wanting is what they did. Remind me to put this line right back. I wanted them to test the top of that long wick rejection from earlier, and that's exactly where they got it. So right when I talk shit at Nate, I should have clicked flatten. All right, now I expect them to finally break out to those 880s. Let's see if they give the push. Hey, Nate, before you get too cocky, I was right. Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky.
I'm just waiting to
get to those 880s. We're right below it. That's the top of this last stair step before the breakdown that sent us all the way down to my 776 level. Buyers got to take this guy out. I'm actually going to put a line there just to have it to look at. Let's keep an eye on that. 884-ish. Let's see if they can take that out like they did the 850s. But right now, back tests are longs. But Nate's going to talk his shit, but he knows damn well that I will short uptrends all day, every day, and do just fine.
And then let him know about it, too.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk my shit. Don't worry. Man,
that's a move.
Electra's in calls. Let's fucking go. Hopefully you got him on a back test. That would be ideal instead of chasing the highs. But right now, buyers got the juice. Where are we in our gamma profile now? We got to be pushing through that negative now.
We're heading through it right now.
We are right in it.
And we got not a lot of, maybe a teeny little real bump at 75 there, but not a big real bump until 85 there. I mean, that's a healthy 20 points there.
They're building up a little bit more. We just saw some more move up to that 85. If they stick this landing on that positive gamma zone, again, losing this positive gamma zone, we're right above right now. That starts at 77.60, it looks like. Yep. Losing that is what sent us to new lows. Now they're trying to hold it as support. So I'm going to be looking for back tests here to get on the other side. NASDAQ might be giving me one right now.
I know I'm kind of looking to get back in a little bit, but I like to see us kind of pull into that positive gamma a little bit more. 3 points here.
Oh, you want them to test that range again?
Yeah, I want them to kind of test.
No, that's a safe entry. I like it. If they give it to you, I like it.
We'll see what Tide's doing. I like the put premiums dropping, call premiums are ticking up, and net volumes turning less negative here.
See what they do. Yeah, I want to see the push. I want to see the push. Now that we've reclaimed those 850s, the only way I'm getting a safe short is if we can test 910 to 920. That would be the safest short. Anything right here, you're just trying to top tick some buying pressure. Back tests to me are still longs unless we see something.
Yeah, we got a nice update there on 7800. Look at that growth there. Real negative up there. Yeah. And our 7760 grew here too. Man, little build up down there at 35, but 7760 is growing a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
When you start seeing those gamma levels flip, that's when I'm looking for that acceleration. They're trying right here at 7765, deep negative gamma, and they are trying. No traction yet.
I'm trying to be patient and wait for an entry, man. I'm not gonna chase the move, but man, I'm just like sitting here like, come on, give me an entry.
NASDAQ is trying to keep going here. It's trying.
I mean, premiums are ripping on Tide here right now too. I don't like where I'm trying to be patient. I mean, this is a 5-point.
I know. As much as you yell at me to be
Drawdown to my-
patient, I
it's-
expect you to
it's-
be.
Oh, we're gonna go without me. Yup.
Again, it's better to miss it than get stuck in it.
See, this is exactly kind of what it was like on Wednesday when I was looking for the short. Obvious, the 77.6 here would have been negative for me, and we were just on this bar here. It was about that same kind of distance there, and I missed it. Just trying to be patient, but yeah, it looks like they're gonna kind of try to run that a little bit. That's okay.
Hey,
Rather have the analysis be right. Rather have the analysis be right instead of forcing them to sit through, almost 4 points of drawdown. No.
Yeah. No. You don't got to behave like that. And that's one thing I like to really drive home on this show that I feel like you don't see enough of on other trading shows, and that is, yeah, we're here to make money, right? Like, that's what we want. But what's the point of making money if you just lose it again? Like, managing your risk is way more important. Keeping your money is more important than trying to just fucking swing for the fences and make your own.
Yeah. God, it's just everything's so far dated. It's always so far out of the money. 46% out of the money. Like, I just hate that name so much. God, no, I saw MSTR. God, I hate MSTR.
There's the Nazi break.
So
Sorry to yell. We just got to that 900 on that back test of the 880s there. I'm not comfortable trying to top tick this until they test those 910s to 920s and reject really firm. Until then, our gamma profile right now, I'm assuming nothing changed in the last 2 seconds. Nah, they're still trying to position up above. I think we get a nice push through this negative gamma. Yeah, which would be 77.80 before I would be particularly comfortable on the ES. It's way up there. Nice little rejection off 900 evens here on the NASDAQ, but again,
and
that's not a reversal rejection.
That 77.75 flip negative too.
Yeah.
So that only little teeny road bumps kind of got. I mean, they look almost seems like they're forming a little range there. 85 to 60. Oh, God, and it's just that price action is so slow. I just hate sitting in that, especially when you're streaming, because it's just like, well, all right, let's just hang out, because you can't really go and do anything else. It's like, well,
yeah,
no. Position to do something. And the premiums are just all over the place. So I mean, call premiums spike, now they're dropping. Put premiums are trying to come back. It's kind of just all over. Just kind of hanging out around that 77.65. I mean, this is our heaviest gamma position.
Yeah, pushing through that should give us some momentum, but it's a tough one to push through. We'll see what they do here. I don't expect they're gonna flush through that positive gamma zone unless we see them reposition first. I would be surprised. I think if we did that, it would be kind of like a Trump tweet yeet.
Oh God, yeah, we know all about those from the show.
Good old fashioned headline risk. One little message that just flushes everything.
Yeah, I mean, man, slow, trendy, choppy up into the right day, possibly.
Hey, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, we have, it's a quiet week of earnings, actually, too. What's I gonna pull up here? Like Jesus. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, what do we got this week? We got CPI on Wednesday. Hey, Wednesday for our show, CPI day.
Oh man,
CPI day.
You want to do some spicy shit? Well, to be fair, really, that's before the show, so we'll be able to play a little bit of the hour later reaction. We won't be able to play it right on. That'd be spicy as all hell. I try not to put stuff on and hold through.
Yeah, no, I will not swing stuff over big events like that. Thursday PPI. Earnings are kind of, no, not the trading calendar. I want my earnings calendar. Earnings are finally like a light week this week.
Yeah, just wait like 2 more weeks, then we get the NVIDIA week.
Yeah. Well, next week I think is all retail, but yeah, I mean, it's finally a quiet week, and then you got, I think next week is retail, Home Depot, Where's by Target, Lowe's, yeah. Oh, God, Lowe's. I hate earnings season so much.
You gotta be like, I'm with you on that, but like intraday and after hours trading, I love it. But it does make swinging options a little annoying.
Yeah, it's just that kind of, time to be smart and wait. God, there was nothing really for flow coming in either. Jeez.
I am in a small short.
Short.
I'm just keeping an eye on these 850s if they can flush through them again and give me a nice deeper back test or maybe even reversal. But again, the way we have that heavy positive gamma right there, I'm not expecting a real flush, and I might just take my 20 points here and be happy with it.
Hey, 20 points is 20 points.
Let's see if they give me the 850s touch. Nice rejection off 900s. 900 is what I was pointing out earlier. For a really safe short, I wanted 910s to 920s, but 900s played out. I want to see if they can give me the flush through 850s here. Let's see it. Super exciting here. Really slow price action off the reversal. But I'm still in this short for now. And I have no complaints. We did really well this morning. No
trying to kind of drive it up a little bit right now, it looks like.
Yeah, Nazi's getting a nice little bounce before my 850. I might clip this. I got to get better at staying in my NQ trades a little bit longer when my back tests happen. But yeah. I'm always quick on the draw, and it's just how I do. Like I just get in and get out.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'd rather stack up 3, $40, $50 trades and then re-enter and get back in. I mean,
yeah, that's it. 5 hours in one trade, make the same amount. Yeah. I will say, I do envy folks who just have that kind of patience and trust in their strategy to open a position and just sit there. Like a lot of times they don't even look at it. Just put their stops and their profit target and fuck off. Yeah. I like that. I'm just not capable of doing it. I'm too tweaky, dude. I'm too tweaky. I need stimulation.
I need to see what's going on. Like otherwise I'm gonna be thinking about it the whole. I mean, hey, you're dropping 50 grand on a trade. Like,
oh god,
I think I want to know what's going on with it now. I'm gonna go do my day. I'm gonna go shop and stuff. Like you're nuts. You're nuts if you can do that. I mean. Now, if you're up and you have like a trailing stop, if you're up like 60% on something, you got a trailing stop. That's a different story.
Yeah.
If you're putting on a day trade and, you're ballsy.
Trailing stops on an option swing are very much your friend. Nate, I did not take a long. I took the short down there. No headline risk. We're still safe. I haven't frozen hell over quite yet. I did not take a long.
They're still building up at 7,800 too. I think that might be your high end there, 7,800 there.
Yeah,
man, I'd love give him his short so I can get my long here.
Oh, I'm in it again.
6-point
I'm only up about 10 points on this one, but I played the same short again.
Let's
same one.
Yeah, let's get a nice pullback so I can get my long then.
Nate out here telling me not to short. I've won 2 shorts since that fuck up. So take that, Nate. You son bitch. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit. I'll take your short. I see what he said. I think Nate just said he's going to take my pants off.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's how I interpreted that. That's how I interpret that.
That's calm for him.
Oh, no. That's pretty tame, yeah. He's in a public forum and behaving accordingly.
Give it 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Give it 20 minutes.
SPY going nuts. It's doing some whippies. I still, again, I know I took those 2 shorts there. We just got my 850s, so they took my profit already. I am out of that short. We're vibing. Right to it, dude. That 850, 5150 there, that's becoming a friend of mine. That's becoming a friend of mine. Now, the reason I took it that time, guys, I took this one here off the 900 rejection. That's what I was waiting for to begin with. The reason I took this one that rejected the 880s is this is that same range they chopped in the pre-market. I wanted them to play this range out again. I would have been way happier if they just kicked out the floor and took us down to the 770s again like they did pre-market. But nah, I'm being responsible here. We're doing well this morning. I took my profit right at that 850s test. And that's all I wanted out of it. Is there temptation to go again? There is. So I'm going to wait. We're not just going to keep punting shit from no morning. Love these Monday futures mornings, guys. Love you being here, Asian B. Thanks for coming,
Thanks
homie.
for hanging out. Thanks
We're gonna be
for
keeping
hanging
these.
out.
We're gonna be keeping the Monday shows really futures heavy moving forward. So keep tuning in and dicking around with us, man.
Man, just one of those Monday mornings, huh?
Give me 20 minutes. We have a total of 1,800 views on YouTube. I can't wait for YouTube to reconcile that into 120 somehow. Can't wait. All right, they just lost that 851. If they can stay below it after a back test up toward those 870s, guess who's going to throw another short on? Otherwise, this might just be forming another stair step to the upside. I'm not seeing that positive gamma zone come off enough for me to accept the idea of a flush. They might just be back testing that positive gamma. So I'm not going to chase into this with dreams of grandeur. I'm going to wait to see what they do on top of this positive gamma zone. I don't think they flush it without Trump saying something fucky. We do have a nice pop in net put premiums off of that high of day rejection there. But I'm not buying it yet. I'm going to wait and see what they do over the next minute or two to give me some actual confidence. Because right now, this structure can still be bullish. That said, that 900 rejection was really fucking clean. And they've closed below 850 twice now on the 1 minute. If I'm keeping an eye on this, we might get another stab at it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. I'm happy I didn't. I mean, you know, hindsight's your best friend sometimes.
Hindsight's your best friend.
So I'd like it. Well, at this point, because you know I'm itching to get into a long. Guess who
I
would've
bet.
got stopped out. Guess who would have
Frothing at the mouth, literally jonesing from withdrawal. They are breaking down without me, folks. That sucks. All right, I'll wait. That's fine. I am, however, going to go get some water and probably a Mountain Dew because I want more caffeine and be tweaking.
Oh, do that.
So we do have a request that you can fill up some time here while I make that run. Take a quick break from futures, folks. Those of you coming in, we are almost at the hour mark of the show anyway, so we can start peeking at a little bit of flow in between trades here. I will violently interrupt if we get a good futures trade in. But I'm going to go grab a beverage. Let's take a quick short-term look at Goog from Cup Nation on YouTube.
Yes, I'll pull that. I'll pull you do that here.
All you, brother. Be right back.
Goog. All right, so let's see. Let's look at our premiums. So we had some good ask side call premiums back here. Google's already kind of moved up since then. Probably a little profit taken in there would be my assumption. Kind of flat to start the day here. Let's take a peek at our tape, though, see if we got anything interesting. Let's put on a good little filter. Let's kind of pop that down a little bit. Let's go down to 50, at least 50% ask side here. Let's kind of take a peek. How's our premium? Light volume on these against heavy open interest. I do want to just kind of look. So, I mean, you look at this on a day view and it looks kind of clean. But if you pop this back 14 days, you got this big, massive 5,400 candle. Hard to know if this is part of that or so on there. Yeah, that's... And it also looks like we've had some contracts punted around here. You had 2,300 contracts here on the 31st, only 600 carried over. So bunch of contracts changing hands that day. Same as the 3rd, same as the 5th. So there's just kind of a lot of contracts being punted around here, not really seeing anything sticking or new positioning being built. So I would say there's nothing on that one specifically, but maybe this 814,375 because we've got heavy volume against a little lighter open interest. But let's see how our volume actually looks here. It's a big multi-legger. It's kind of split up. You got, you know, most of its ask side here, but we got a mix of mid and bid here. We can look at the candle. It's probably not going to give us any clues, but it's a big multi-legger anyway. So actually, let's start with that here. I want to just look at the tape here. Then we'll look at the multi-leg there.
He pulls out a roll of duct tape.
Oh man, computer sleeping still
again.
too. Mine does that too every once in a while.
Every now and again, it just bullies me. I wanted to focus on the dog in the closet, not me. I see how. He's cuter.
It's got its priorities straight.
I was gonna say a little more entertaining than this right now.
Yeah. The camera gets it.
All right, let's just.
We're rejecting trying to make a good show.
Yeah, after
Let's just
that,
look at
after the initial morning rush, things slow down quite a bit after that first hour, but sometimes you can catch some nice sweeps of prior levels in this second hour of the market session. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now that I'm back. It looks like I missed a really deep short off of that 850 rejection. Yeah,
I'll
that
get
was
another
steep.
one.
Nice 60-point
Yeah,
pullback on that loss.
here's that flow. So it's a big multi-legger again. Looks like potential. Maybe they're rolling that strike up and getting out of that 370. That volume's greater than the. No, some sort of spread being opened here potentially. I don't know, Nick. What do you think on this guy? It's
Open
not a
interest is
roll
low
because
enough, but 4 days to
yeah,
expiration, the strikes are
uh,
right next to each other like that. Nate can sound
eh,
off in the YouTube chat as well, but this is feeling kind of straddly. I don't know
spready type.
if I don't know that I would instantly see this and
It's
say directional.
yeah, it's pretty kind of messy on that one. Other than that, let me just take a peek. Anything else hitting the tape there? Nothing really on that one. We can take a peek at the heat zone on it. Heat zone might have a little interest in it here. I want to look at that 18-day one right away. Oh yeah, look at that heavy positive gamma up there at 375. Absolute gamma's 370, so we're sitting below that right now. Let's see that 11-day out as well, kind of a little negative gamma at 350. That's your biggest strike there, but you got some positive gamma kind of above us there as well. 4-day out, kind of that same situation. Your heaviest gamma is that negative gamma, but you got a little positive gamma above us here. I'd say that 18-day heat zone there's probably your kind of best looking heat zone there with not a lot of gamma besides that 375 there. You know your absolute gamma's 370. Put walls at 355 there. I would say I kind of like that 828 expiration. That is one that I'd maybe keep an eye on there, see if anything interesting comes up with that one. Yeah, that's finally a decent kind of clean heat zone read on something there. See, Tucker dropped a contract for us too.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
the Teslas. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, there goes those Teslas. I'm gonna assume kind of just bringing them up again there. Yeah, I almost would probably lean that they were a double tap there with them moving now a little bit there. Yeah, those.
Electra wanted to take a look at. Yeah, those Teslas are already going, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
What was that initial
yeah.
fill? 190?
I'd 193. So up
Yeah.
at 223 there. I mean, they're
Nice
up a
little
little
push.
bit. I almost want to lean that was probably a double tap there. Obviously, we don't know until tomorrow.
Do you know if Etsy had earnings already? Because Electra wanted to look at their chart. And if I'm being honest, everyone, and Electra knows this, but she likes the reads anyway. I'm not good at long-term charts. I turn my short-term charts into long-term charts over time. It used to piss Nate in chat that you're seeing off a lot. But he has become a believer in my short-term levels. But the premise should be roughly the same. And I'm going to be honest, Etsy looks like shit. It's down 4% today, over 4%. But look at these gaps. They filled the gap to the upside here from Thursday, and now they're right back in it. They are right back into the top of the drop. They're at the bottom of the gap.
They had earnings on the 5th.
Yeah, that's where that drop is.
So I'm
yep.
guessing that's that drop. Yeah.
That's that drop. They back tested up into it over the course of a couple of days, and then this morning just shit again. Etsy looks nasty. Now, that said, down below 80 could be a potential support here. Like, you see that little W pattern they made for the breakout back to the upside into that gap that they formed on earnings? That's what I'd be looking at as support. You could have a little bit of support basically right where we are based on the same premise, that same pattern when they continued the move up and started stair-stepping it. If they lose right here, right now, I think they might revisit that 80s area. But let's see. They've got a couple points of interest on the way down. 81.36 right below us could be a little soft support. But I'd be looking at that 79.88 spot on a longer time frame for possible support to maybe long it. But your stop's going to hurt you in options because your stop's going to have to be that low. But I would say, in that range of 79 to 80, I could see myself getting long some options on it, but I don't trust it. Etsy, every time it's back tested above this gap since the earnings drop, it has shit the bed again. Like even right here, it tested the the top of that gap right here, and it back tested like $2 instantly. Right to the spot we're on now and losing. I don't like Etsy for upside yet. Etsy looks ugly.
Yeah, that post earnings move on Etsy too. Look at the post earnings move on this thing here too. Yeah, it agrees with you. I mean, it's more of a sea of red here, I'd say, on that one here. Yeah, look at that implied move. It was an 11.9% implied move, only down 4 and almost 420 for you. But
hey, Lamau.
No.
420 bond rips for Jesus.
Flow wise coming in on it. Yeah, I mean, not.
I mean,
not
had
too
that
much
spike
since...
there on the 28th, but since then, not much.
Yeah,
they're actually getting those long calls on Friday. They're probably not having a happy day.
Let's see how they looked here. Let's see what they look like here. Looks like what 2028 and 2027 calls there. I'm gonna assume if they're long those calls, they probably don't care what's happening right now.
Yeah, right now they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
those are so far too.
Yeah, and who? I mean, they're 8% in the money. They're pretty much buying that underlying there. Let's see, where is that 65 there? Yeah, I mean, 20% in the money. Yeah, these people don't care about what's going to happen probably for a month or a couple months, maybe even, into next year. Because, I mean, what is that?
Hey, Kingfinity, go ahead and fuck off with that. How about that? Thanks.
The 121 2028
I got rid of those. Don't worry, Nick.
Dope. Thanks, homie.
They yeah, this person does not care what happens to Etsy for a little bit. I will go out on a limb and say that they're probably not looking for an intra-week move. If they are, and you're buying 500 day out contracts, you're
right.
I won't be one to call you stupid, but that's kind of stupid if you're looking for an intra-week move on something like that. Just looking at today's contracts.
Yeah, Nate, you're liking that short-term time frame level now, don't you? Nate just said, "Oi, 850 stair step on the Nasdaq," and you're damn right, dude.
Guess what? We did pump through that.
Hey, Nate, go ahead and guess what time frame that 850 level was drawn on. That 851. Go ahead and guess what time frame I drew that. Do you think it was on the daily? Just guess. Hey, we're at 2,400 total views on YouTube. I can't wait till YouTube updates that to be 50 somehow.
50? I was gonna say 24, man. You're
24.
That a little bit. Looks like Joe sent us a contract here. Fig weeklies here. I want to look at that previous open interest because there was some open interest sitting in here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's anything, at least. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything related to this guy here. A lot of hits coming in here now, though. A lot of ask side hits, 1% out of the money. Fig's got to be pumping today, obviously, if we're seeing a move like that. These are probably, you're
Fig
up 6%
has been kind of spicy.
there.
Yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I would lean, it's hard to kind of pick a direction on this. I would say they're chasing momentum, though, on this one here. This isn't, I wouldn't probably want to swing these overnight. You're up 6% on the stock here. They're weeklies.
To his
IVs
question, I
up
would
and
be
up.
leaning openers happening, though.
Yeah. IVs up substantially on these, 111% on those for the IV. I bet you they look like that in here. Yeah, I mean, give or take there. Yeah, I mean, it's, and look at that spread on it, 30 cents to 50 cents there. It's a little wide of a spread there, but if you're trying to take
At least they're
day
getting
trade
ask
momentum,
fills, yeah.
something.
Momentum
day
chasers,
trade
you'll see
momentum.
market orders, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd lean on this. I probably wouldn't swing it overnight, just personally. Just, hey, I don't. If Fig runs another 5% tomorrow, great. I
think the
with
last time we
IVs
talked about Fig, it did exactly that.
Fig is the one that I
That's
I had to
right.
go, yeah, yeah. I took like 20% on them, and then they were like 800%. Yeah.
Oh, Fig. Fig
Yeah,
said fig you, bro.
Fig you.
Yeah, fig you.
What is going on here? I missed my entry for the longs there. It didn't really touch it though. 77.60. Looks like we just kind of came down to that.
Yeah, they got pretty close. That was a perfect hold of the 850s on NAS. We're already pulling back off of another 900-ish rejection. Yeah, I think we might hang out in this range for a bit. They're still not quite accelerating through this negative gamma zone like I would like to see for the upside. NASDAQ just rejected to the tune of 50 points there. Keeping an eye on it still. If they can just keep holding this landing of positive gamma, they might be okay. But let's see what they do. They really got to get back over that 884 spot that we drew earlier this morning from the pre-market range. They got to get back above that and hold it. Yeah, they are failing to hold on to it every time they peek ahead. Now they're wicking below 850s again. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of in the middle of that negative gamma there. It can go either way. I mean, obviously a little closer to that positive gamma, but we're kind of, you know, treading in that middle of that area there where it's hard to kind of take a position either way. Man, hey, we might have got our trades and we might be done. That's okay. Thing hit me. Hey, speaking of Etsy, look what just hit the tape.
I don't think I'm done.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to be kind of good. Hey, Etsy 9470 put just hit here. Look at that bid ask spread though on this thing, 15 cents to $1.36.
Yikes. Etsy is pretty beat up. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the flow we see today, even if it's bearish, is going to be kind of chasey. That said, there's room down. We just looked at the 15. There's some room down there. Worth keeping an eye on, but I personally wouldn't be buying calls on Etsy after today. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Man, and this tape doesn't look too bad either. I don't like I wouldn't touch it due to that bid ask spread here, but like look at our tape here. Let me just do this here. So we're starting out. Here's your opening trade, your first trade on the day here. You see the 443 there. Your volume is 443 there. This is that first trade of the day on here. Look at our IV that entire way up here. Ascending fill. Then you get kind of a drop here, and then your fill your fill gets a little goofy here. So then it's a descending fill in here. Then it ascends again there. Yeah, that's a little spotty to kind of pick a true direction on that. I don't even really want to pick a lean on that one here. I mean, I'd probably lean. I mean, if you made me trade it, I'd probably get the puts on it, but there's just too much with that IV bouncing around, spot fill bouncing around there. I don't like that, and kind of, you know, you're down so much on the day already, but you're not really seeing call premium tickle up at all here. I mean, they're 14% out of the money, 25 days. Just, you know, I'd probably find something a little better than that. If you gotta sit there and try to make the stuff fit your
if you gotta force a narrative, there isn't one.
Yeah, just move on. I try to force it a little more on the show just to kind of show the actual read behind it instead of just like, oh, I looked at those, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
Nice if you're new. And my camera froze there for a second. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I hope Tucker doesn't get a screen grab of that one. That was a bad one.
I can do it if you want.
Somebody said simpleton question. What does gamma look like? Not a simpleton question at all. Right now, gamma's holding strong. That 77.60 level, this wide range down to 77.45 of positive gamma is acting as really strong support right now. We're seeing some of this negative gamma start tapering toward the positive side, but it's still nice and thick. What I would like to see is market makers start buying into strength and accelerate this up toward that 77.85, 77.95 area. I absolutely would short that personally. If this doesn't change, if these stay nice and big on the positive gamma side and they finally accelerate up toward it, I'd be eyeballing those levels as shorts. A little bit of dampening to the move up there just for a back test into the negative gamma zone. Where we are right now, kind of in the middle of that negative gamma zone, right? Market makers buy into strength, sell into weakness throughout negative gamma zones. This can go either way, but right now buyers have control. So I'm sitting on my hands currently. NASDAQ's still kind of chopping a range a little bit.
And we're just in the middle of that negative gamma there too, where it can accelerate up or right back down.
Yes, sir.
It's, you know, hands off. And the tools are great for helping you find trades. They're also good for helping you avoid getting into a trade.
Yes.
I mean, even that,
especially
an
impatient person like myself, just champing at the bit to get in something. It keeps
look at that
keeps me
Tesla.
honest.
Look at that Tesla. I keep
They're
looking
still
back at that
slapping it?
Tesla because that's the only interesting flow that we've really had. And yeah, I mean, another tap here possibly. I mean, when I see the 3 taps like that, I almost kind of start to lean there potentially.
Yeah, Big. I knew that was earnings. That's what we were talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about
There's
Etsy earlier, 10 minutes ago.
Probably, yeah. Etsy earnings were the 5th.
They back tested that gap and then lost it again. Etsy looks like shit to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of charts out there that look like shit.
Fair enough.
There are a lot out there.
Speaking of charts that look like shit, you want me to talk some shit real quick?
What are you going to talk about?
You'll see. I'll just talk a little shit real quick.
Let's talk a little shit real quick.
Talk a little shit real quick. I'm going to throw this on a high time frame, which I never do, just to talk my shit. If you guys recall, there was ongoing cannabis news again. And I got called the R word a lot for saying that it wasn't going to stick. Here's Tilray. Here's Tilray. Here we are back in the January area, December into January into February, where we had that news about rescheduling, decriminalizing, and everyone was like, it's going to happen this time. Here we go. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I said, no, it's not. Is it penned? Is it written on paper yet? Is it signed? Are laws changing? Are cannabis companies banking like crazy right now in U.S. exchanges and banks? The answer to all of those questions is no. And as you can see, Tilray shit the bed again, like it does every other time. Until cannabis laws actually change and we see implementation of legislation, this is going to be the pattern anytime there's news. Don't get bought into the hype. It looks like they might have found some support here on the daily. They might form a little U-shape and back test some stuff higher, but we're currently sitting $3 below the news. So we're now lower than we were when the news hit that got everybody all bulled up and excited. We're now trading $3 cheaper than that. So I just wanted to talk a little shit real quick. So we had something to talk about. Now we can look at these BEs. It is looking like we're going to have the next half hour of the show be flow focused. So folks, keep hanging around and pumping out the tickers and flow you want to take a look at. Because right now, NASDAQ's still in that same fucking range, and I'm not gonna put stuff on, just put stuff on. But I wanted to talk talk a little shit about
what's up.
The homies calling me the R word for 2 months.
is this the correct contract? The 94195 call?
Well, they said 49, but maybe that was like the fucking British way of putting it back because I didn't see it 49.
I do. just before we go on with this.
Oh, April 49. Doy.
I hate when people flip
Brother, that contract's
though.
expired. If you actually
August,
mean
it's
April.
August, Tucker.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
August, Tucker.
yeah, they were calling me right. You're right. That's the R word I was being called. You're right. Said R word equals right. Nil says
You don't get called. You don't get called that much, do you?
Nil on those BE contracts. Are you sure that's the right one, dude?
That's why I said 9-4.
Yeah. That contract's been expired for 4 months, man. I don't know what looking at that's going to do.
I sent the 9-4 one, which is
no, I know. There's nothing happening on the 9-4, so I'm just wondering what he's
saw it because
what
it
he's
was
wanting.
only like 50 contracts in there, so I was like...
Cause for concern on Twitch says this show is amazing. Good to see chart action. I appreciate that, homie. Keep hanging out.
Thank you.
Eventually, I'll be pumping the Twitter again. We're trying to get the Twitch. Trying to get the Twitch and the YouTube channel back on track to the old days.
Yeah, no. If you're still listening, just double check that contract because I don't. There's not really anything on this specific one. We can look at BE though. There's a whole.
We can do a quick full blown on BE. I'm sure there's some puts today.
BE. Let's see what do we got coming in. Let's look at our volume. Any big volume names coming out? Maybe these 4-day out calls. I just want to take a peek. Already kind of made a big move there for anything. I mean, geez, $1.54 up to $2.20 there. got some other hits in there. Just kind of trying to pop around here. Anything else? Let's see. Volume. Just scanning to see any big volume against open interest. I'm not seeing much in there. Anything really super noticeable. Maybe this guy here, that 260, but it's a big multi-legger, 20% out of the money. I just want to take a peek at it. And you got double bid side calls on this one here, and that 828 260 looks to be very close to that open interest here. So let's just pop this here. Doesn't look like it's related to anything there, but yeah, hard to tell with the multi-leg stuff there. Check the heat zone on it for heat zone 4 day out. Yeah, kind of a lot of negative gamma down there at 197.5, 200. Absolute gamma is 230, so we're kind of slightly below that. Sitting between the call wall and put wall here, pretty much. I mean, almost in the middle. We're about, a little under 6% to the upside, almost 7% to the downside there. A lot of acceleration below us there too, but kind of the one that's sticking out to me. Let's look at that 11-day here. So we do have some positive gamma up at 230, which is the absolute gamma, and then our 39-day out is 210. So yeah, our strongest kind of gamma heat zone here is that 210 there. It looks like 3700. I want to see what this guy looks like here. That 230 is your absolute gamma there. I'd almost say I like the 11-day there for that 230. This is obviously your highest value for hedging they have to do on that. And then I'd kind of, that 210, maybe if they hold this here, possibly, and kind of try to bounce it up with the 11-day there. The 11 days, your kind of clearest view there, though, with not a lot of gamma overall on it and kind of leaning up to the upside there. I just want to pop in here, just take a peek. Yeah, if you want to see that intraday kind of volume here, just turn on that directionalize there and just can kind of see the strikes that are getting volume in here. I usually don't use the intraday volume stuff. I probably could a little bit more, but I think once they get the heat maps up, that'll be a little more fun and a little more useful here. I mean, like, this is great, but I like the heat maps a little bit more. A little easier to kind of see that stuff.
They do look pretty. Keep an eye out for heat maps on UW. A little wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge to those who are here. Snorlax gave a little sneak peek on some stuff we have coming out a while ago. Can't share any links or anything, but it's going to be dope. Anthony's seen it a little bit on the backside. It looks dope. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
I just like that visualization a lot. I'm right there with you.
I know the numbers are great and stuff, but the visuals, and that's the same kind of like even with the top net impact. I'm so happy they put in that visual there, because I mean obviously the numbers are great. It's the same thing. It's just number version. I like the visual. I don't want to sit there and do math and be like, well, this is that. Like, I can just.
Well, I mean, and this is like good context to have too. Just stay on the top net impact. Like we were talking about the spikes in net put premiums. They're all centralized in NVIDIA and MU. That's where you're seeing the vast majority of that negative, that positive net put premiums coming from. You can even see that volumes picking up on the call side here. Again, the way we're sticking the landing on that positive gamma zone. I mean, right now, a little bit of a back test through the negative gamma again, but until I see this 7760 go negative, I have no reason to believe we're not going to hang out in this range between the 85s and the 65s. Again, this nice little push in net put premium, it's just moving in tandem with SPY 1-to-1, basically, and so's net call premium. I would be more interested in trying to catch a top tick. I'd be more interested if we saw SPY and SPX ripping and net put premiums rising. I like seeing the opposite of what price
that divergence is what you want to see.
That's what I like to see. But right now, we're ranging. They just set another new high of day on SPX. Now we're pushing back through that negative gamma. I still suspect we're going to keep holding 7760 until I see that positioning change. Or until Trump says a 3-worded sentence in 150 words on Truth Social and all the people who paid for it get to take action first. Stupid.
They
So
did drop
stupid.
a little. That positioning up at 7,800. A little bit came off, but not a ton. Hey, I do. Since we like to talk our shit on here.
Hey, I like talking shit.
Look at now. After that little pullback there. It's like we gave him a heat zone read there. It's like we gave him a heat zone read there.
NASDAQ just kicked out those 850s. We're getting a nice dip here. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that gamma exposure. If we get some flips in tandem with that price action, I'm going to be tempted to play again. But right now, it still just looks like a back test of 77.60 on SPX. About 15 points from the highs here. Not quite. About 10 points from the highs.
MU got a little pop there. We opened about 860, came up to 894 there. I'd say a little more than just a little pop there. $28 move on it. I would take that if I was trading that there. I wanted to see what that heat zone looked like. Yeah, and I mean that was all expiring today. Look where we came up, 880. Where did we reject? 880, almost 900. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Actually, it did reject almost 894 was the high. Yeah, I mean we came up and hit that zone almost perfect. Actually, yeah. There's your 900, 89. I mean, it's not gonna hit it to the tick every time, but I mean we came up to that positive gamma. Saw that price dampen, and the mechanical reaction is to sell into that strength. And yeah. Hey, I'll take that. And then what was the other one? GTLB. Oh yeah, that thing's just going.
It's just going.
Just going. Hey, look at that! 3 nice heat zone reads to start the show too.
Anthony is the real ghost in the machine.
I wish. Oh, they're slapping meta weeklies here. I do not like 2-day out contracts. Like, I will never get used to them being meta and video. All those expired on Monday and Wednesdays now. I just can't get used to it because it's so just like.
We are right on top of that positive gamma, folks. Let's see if market makers dampen that downside. Again, this is what we were looking for. Acceleration through the negative gamma zone to hold on to that positive gamma. If I wasn't a coward with longs, I would almost try it with like a 5 to 10 point stop on SPX. But we could still back test into the middle of this positive gamma range and stay bullish. So I'm not getting convinced yet until I see market makers reposition. They know better than me. They know what the fuck they're doing. I'm just some guy that sees pretty red and green lines and pushes buttons based on those red and green lines. You feel me? See what they do. NASDAQ, real quick. NASDAQ lost that 850. We talked about 30 minutes ago, give or take, that they needed to reclaim and close above those 880s. That was the top of the range that they lost in pre-market session. I said I needed them to get up through that, hold on to it with the candle close above to push up to those 910s, 920s, and holy shit did they fail. Every test was a rejection. Now they need to basically print this 5-minute candle green for this to be a big old stair step. See this rounded bottom on the 5-minute here? They need to essentially do that again right here. Otherwise, I'm going to expect them to kick down below those 770s again. I'm still on my hands. I'm not convinced yet. If the market makers aren't convinced of a full reversal, neither am I.
Yeah, I'm just kind of...
The Nazi looks like it's going to go for those 770s like right now. Like right now.
They just
look at that.
Hanging out around the big positive gamma again. Price tends to kind of go towards those big positive gammas. It's where market makers kind of expect price.
It's falling off, Anthony.
Yeah,
it's falling off.
That 7,800's really dropping there too, and they're kind of building up down there at 77.25. What are they? Market maker, they're short puts, so that means your customers are long puts. And how do you make money if you're long puts? You need price to go down. You need that price to go down. Then I got to get through this roadblock, though. I mean, that is a big roadblock.
It's a large roadblock. That's why I'm still kind of eyeballing this to hang on.
Well, I'll let you eyeball it because I might have to go take one of your fancy piss breaks, man.
I'll have to do that after you, so I'll hit him with a collective.
We could just go together and then have
just leave Tucker here by himself. Just
hey guys.
All right, I will be right back.
All right, man. I'll be right here waiting. I'm still watching for NASDAQ to lose that. They are tailing the line of those 770s. They are right on it. Right above, about 30 points below us. If they kick out that floor again, I think they might take out that last stair step that they were setting for the way up. And they are forming it up right now. Let's see if they get that full test down to the 70s. That would be nice and spicy and exactly what I wanted from an 880s rejection. We're already down 100 points from that rejection. So obviously this would be chasing. If I were to short right here, my stop would be above that 816. That is what I would want to be the stair step. Otherwise, the next safe short is, again, another test of that 850 from below with a rejection. That would get me excited. Right now, they're starting to accelerate a bit. Let me pull up my dashboard so it's a little easier to see. That's 760. It's still staying firm. They haven't wicked below it at all. And so, again, I'm not fully convinced. The only thing that's making me think they might start repositioning down is they already have on the 7755s. See that white dot there? That was a minute ago. That's how much of that market maker positioning has fallen off toward the negative there. These 7750s are growing now. So they're moving that positioning down from 7755 to 7750, while 7760 is still holding strong. They haven't even fully back tested it yet. It's still there. It's still strong. Let's see if they can bounce through it. NASDAQ does not look pretty, though. NASDAQ looks like it's about to wick through those 70s basically right now. Let's see what they do. Anthony's back. Damn it.
Sorry.
All right,
I could have took a little longer if I wanted.
All right, let's see if they get all the way to those 7755s here, Anthony. The 7760s are staying strong on the positive side, but we're seeing some of that positioning that was above us moving down below us now. So I might be flipping my Bearcat back on, but I have to piss as well. So I'm going to hit him with the collective piss break, baby.
I like how you give them the piss break for you, but not for me.
Well, then it's just back to back and annoying. We both get it. We share it. It's
I never take piss breaks, so.
Well, that sounds like your problem, doesn't it?
You need to drink more, buddy. You need
drink more water, bud. All right, I'll be right back.
No, go take. Didn't he take a piss break already?
No,
I think he took a piss break.
I got water in a Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I knew you did something, but wasn't sure what. Man, Tucker, why? This guy is something else. Oh God,
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
He's trying. I hear him. He's trying to communicate. He's stuck out there. Oh God.
Just we gotta whisper, Tucker. If we whisper, he can't hear us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna come back and just say it's not us. Just say somebody hijacked the stream. Oh, something. Oh, I might take a little long here. He's gonna like this. He's gonna come back and I'm gonna be in a trade.
I could definitely hear you whispering, yeah.
Okay, well, I got in a trade while you were gone.
I heard that too. I'm seeing it.
Good.
I don't hate it. I'm seeing it and I don't hate it. As he gave a nice bounce off of, you guessed it, 770s. They really need to push through here, though. This can be a nice rejection again on the NAS. We are now below the 7760s. If that stays strong while we see that positive gamma below us still trimming off like we saw earlier, I think Nazi's going to give up again. But we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a little quickie pop here. Give me a little, 4-point pop. I'd take that. I'll take a little 4-point pop. I'm just going to adjust this up in case we get a famous tweet.
Good old fashioned Trump tweet, baby.
Oh. Just in time. It's always whenever I'm long too. It's like, why me? God, we're having trouble getting over that 200-day there. I'd like to say, oh well, hey, look at that. Start talking about it and it listened.
You love to see it.
Let's see. There's a little pop there, a little pop. Let's get up to that 20. I'm just going to adjust this up to my 200. This won't be a losing trade. Let's see if it'll hit my stop. I'm going to adjust this up a teeny bit more. Here we go. I'm going to move my limit up even more. Just keep adjusting that up. Keep moving her up a teeny bit. There we go. We made 20 bucks there.
I'll
Look at
take
that.
it.
We are, oops. Good thing my Weeble's not open. We are up 30 bucks on the day. Look at that. We made 20 bucks off that one. Actually, like 24 bucks. I'll take it. Look at that. Nice little day. Nice little easy scalp day. I don't like that positioning continuing to drop to the upside though. So, you know, a little more patient on kind of getting out of something like that. Probably if it continues to rip, that's great. But hey, I mean, yeah, that upside positioning dropping off and kind of building up down here is a little kind of something to keep an eye on here. But that heavy positive gamma here is going to continue to kind of dampen that price and support that price for right now. So I did like seeing that 77.60 again, 77. Oh no, I did. Jesus Christ, dude, it's Monday, and I'm watching your stupid double thing that you're trying to do here.
Yeah, I was trying to get my
screen.
other. Since we did well on that account, I was switching to a different one, and I'm trying to just share that one tab, and it's not working. So I'm gonna give up. I give up.
Yeah, I mean that was a perfect. We got that bounce out of that area we were looking at. Saw that 77.65 grow. We took, you know, I mean, entry was a little. I mean, 77.82. We took, what did we get out there? I mean, we took 2 points there. I mean, hey, and that's why I like ES, because I mean that's 2 points there. I mean, that's $100 there, and you know.
Yeah, but it's also giving you a bad habit of not holding for your range.
Yeah. This one I would have wanted to hold that long though, because they're starting to kind of build up again up there and kind of drop off a little bit there. Dude, I wish WhaleWatch was the last like hour of the day. Just
Nate, you're wrong by the way. That long was right. He just closed it too early. He's telling you not to long in the YouTube chat, and I disagree. That long was the move, and it's still printing.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean that long was 77.82. So I mean 3 points, 3 points,
that was
4
a good
points.
long.
That's good.
Right on top of that positive gamma. The only quarrel I have.
Didn't hold
I should have stayed in there a little bit longer. At least to get to that 7765 again. We'll see. Because they could just reject it and push it back down. We did see some of that repositioning happen there.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, at the time, obviously, it's built up a little bit now, but that positioning's kind of dropping off here. That positive gamma is just kind of that reason more so that I got in, and then seeing that 77.65 grow on that one time frame kind of confirmed it a little bit, knowing that price is going to kind of dampen and act as a little support here, see a little growth there, but not looking for something super long, just with that positioning up here at the time dropping off a little bit.
All right, I am gonna trade this other account, but the way it functions is this one is a different prop firm, and I don't want to give them free advertisement, so I'm not going to show it on screen, but I'll let you guys know what happens. You've seen me take losses on the show. You know, if I lose, I'm gonna be honest about it, but I'm short at this time. I'm gonna see let me see if I can get this window capture to work, because it needs to be more interesting here.
All right, you do that. I'm just gonna bounce around. Yeah, there's not much for the tape. It's just quiet. I kind of like the quiet days, because you know, once we get to the end of the month and into September, that's when we start seeing all the people come back. Dude, September is like my favorite trading month though. September is like my favorite trading month. Yeah. It's historically kind of bloody there. Actually, let me pull up the seasonality here. I don't even know if we want to talk about seasonality for the market right now.
It is like straight up not working. Piss me off.
I'm just trying to fill some dead air here. I mean, yeah, your September here. I mean, that average return is a red return there. So I mean, I like September, birthday month too, the beginning of fall. So you know, it's a fun month there. It's a fun month. September trading is like kind of some of my like best trading, I think, just because you got people coming back into the market from their summer vacations, kids are back in school. Oh, you got the fresh smell of leaves and foliage in the air, man. Oh, just that time of year. Football's back. You got college football back too.
Oh man, this positioning, this looks like shit if I cut out all their branding, I'm honest. I'm leaving it like that though. It's gonna be what it is. Stupid. Stupid.
Man, hey, we got our state fair coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh,
we don't go.
You get your deep fried butter on a stick, baby. Let's go.
Dude, the girlfriend's never been, or well, she's been there like once when she was a kid, and I brought her there like a couple years ago, and she's like, I'm never going to that place again because it's just wall to wall people, and it's like you're a fish in a little like can just tied up with everybody, and like nobody wants to go. And I'm like, dude, I like the fair. I want to go get my cookies.
All right, I am gonna flash this on screen because I'm about to take profit on this bad boy already. Let me see how ugly this is. That's ugly as shit. That's so bad. It still just shows everything behind it. It's it's so ugly. We're right on top of where my profit target was going to be. So if this bounces out, I'm just going to take $60 or whatever it closes at. Let's see. We're up about 16 points. We're at a 1-to-1 risk to reward where my stop is already. I wouldn't be mad if I have to take it here. So let's see what this 1 minute candle closes as. I know it looks ugly. I'm sorry. I'll get it repositioned later. It'll be fine. In a week or so, I'll be back on my personal account and done with the prop shit on the streams anyway, so it won't matter. But we're hanging out. Let's see what this does. I would like it to flush to a new local low here, but I don't know that they're gonna. So I'm gonna trail to the 1 minute. That's the move I want. That's the move I want. I'm about to take this already, folks. There we go. I'm out. What can I say?
There you go.
What can I say? It's the type of morning where when a short comes, I gotta take it, and we took it.
Not a bad.
They don't even have our webcams on because I fucked that up. They literally just watched me take that trade with the top of your head for reference. Nice, nice. I'm stupid.
Not a bad spot to get out though, because we're coming into that positive gamma again.
I still think they can move.
It's yeah.
This should act as this range though. It's so wide. It can still act as a firm support, but we are seeing it trail off. Like I said earlier, it's tapering. That's 77.70. Nope, 77.60 there. That is really deep negative gamma. So that gives me pause on shorts just because if they do stick the landing here, again, we're right on top of that positive gamma wall. If they stick the landing here, they can just rip this right back to high a day without any hesitation. So I like taking my little shorts there.
What are what's our volume at? All right, volume guesses is before I click on it. I'm saying 15 mil for SPY.
Evan, I can assure you I'm not in my mom's basement. We don't get along.
Ooh, only 10 mil.
My dog's in the closet, though. Does that count? Nothing better to do with your day, buddy? That's okay. You can hang out with us.
Yeah, I don't get that why people are like, oh, you're in your parents' basement. Like,
oh, they just like to make themselves feel better. It's fine. It's all right.
Probably tried to invert your play and then got clapped. And then they're, oh.
I don't know. I still like the upside yet. Like, they haven't convinced me this is going to flush. They're holding on to that positive gamma zone. So that's why I took my short off where I did. We got a nice little profitable trade on that. I'm not mad.
I will say, I wish I was in my parents' basement. And then I wouldn't have all these damn
dude, it'd be
bills,
so much
man.
cheaper. God, it'd be cheaper.
Yeah, you wouldn't have bills or anything. Like, dude, holy crap. We could stream all day then.
We are gunning for that new local low. Let's see what Nazi does for us here. I want it. I'm already out. I took my, what was it, $120? Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fine. Nice little 20 points on 3x MNQ. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. We got about 15 minutes left of the show, folks. If you have some more flow requests, get them in now or forever hold your peace, and we'll be back on Wednesday for it. Wednesday will be a little bit more flow heavy. We like to focus futures on Mondays, and it's going to be like that moving forward. Wednesday will be much more flow oriented than Monday, but I think we had some fun today. You guys seem to like going back and forth, so we'll keep going back and forth. We'll do what you guys like.
There's your update for you. All that positioning up there at 7,800's deteriorating. Even 77.65 there's dropping off a little bit. They're trying to build up down there at 77.25. I want to see some of this positive gamma kind of drop off.
I'm not convinced until that tapers. The move right now, I'm still eyeballing shorts again, but I'm not going to hold on to them. I'm going to take them off really fast like we just did on that last trade we just took, because as long as they're still hanging on to this wide range of positive gamma with negative gamma above us, that support can just launch us as market makers buy back into that strength, into the negative gamma zone. But we are seeing it build. It's building negative more above. Again, dude, they might just take another stab at that at 77.80.
They're trying to build up a little bit below us too. We just look at that 77.80. Yeah, kind of dropped off. I think that's kind of the high end of the range right now. If we do see it move in.
Joe, stop dropping all those contracts. We can't look at all of them in the next 20 minutes.
20 minutes? 20 minutes? Wasn't it like 12 minutes?
15-ish. It's 18 right now, technically. So
he
he's
just
right.
dropped 3 in a row.
Hey, man, it gives us shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Joe's a G. Joe's a G.
Well, yeah, of course you're going to pull them up for us, Tucker. You're the only one that can see them. Just camera on Tucker. We're waiting for the contracts.
They're being dropped.
They think
right
you
now.
trade only at the beach because they're course fiends, dude. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This is a real trading show. This isn't some fucking jabroni pretending he makes $3 million a day when all of his money is affiliate payouts. You know what I mean?
I'm not a
prop
make $3
firm
million
affiliate.
trading.
No, I did not, because I'm not a lying piece of shit scamming people on the internet.
I only made like 8 million trading those like
Yeah,
points. So like you know,
only to fucking pennies, bro.
just kind of a slow day.
This is
Only
like
8
real
million.
trading. We're pulling a couple $100 here and riding off into the sunset with it, because that's a fucking side salary. You feel me? Like, you don't buy into all these douchebags selling $500 a month courses. They're full of shit. They're lying to you. They just post everything and anything and then focus on the good shit that happens and ignore the bad. Like, get the hell out of here with that shit. Like, come on. You saw me take 2 losing trades earlier. Like, we don't just fucking win.
Well, you got to pay that. If you want to make 8 million in a day, you got to pay that $300 a month.
You're
Like,
right.
You don't
You're
understand
right.
That
That's my bad.
For that same data that you can get right here for
like 50.
What, $50 a month?
Yeah, you're right. That's on me. That's my bad.
Yeah, you need to stop.
I need to
being
be
so
better.
Judgmental.
I need to be better.
You're so judgmental.
All right, let's look at these Mindies, because I don't know what the hell that is even. What is that, Joe?
Yeah, 13% out of the money.
I had a babysitter named Mindy when I was like 5. She's publicly traded. That's fucked up.
What is this?
Ew. Those
I mean,
look like rice.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanna. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I hate when the order book does that too. Hate when the order book does that, but yeah, I mean.
Oh, when it ties up. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. That's just a normal market mechanic. It happens.
Yeah, down 5% on the day here. Yeah, I mean that 39-day out's kind of the biggest one there. What about this 821 110? It's not multi-leg, but it's just sporadic volume. Nothing to really get out of that one there. Oh, those might have been short calls. Look at that. From Friday, 344. Now they're down to 31 cents. I would probably say those from Friday were probably short positions there, but you're seeing a lot of volume come in here. Probably some covering, buying back, potentially. Because, I mean, you're getting clapped today. Do we have something on this today? Let's see. 511. No, we have earnings today. Maybe they reported already here. PM. Oh,
yeah, it's
Premarket.
Premarket.
Yeah, so
they tend to fall outside their range pretty regularly, though. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
outside
down
the
18.
move.
Oof. Yeah, that implied move almost 19%.
I am in. Let me see if I can move this damn thing. So.
I'm gonna pop up Joe's next contract too. Yeah, those Mindies are a little. Stop sending these bid side contracts, Joe. Bid side contracts at the money. Like, stop sending me those. Send me like the 80% out of the money bid sides, because then I can just be like, hey, they're short.
I'll just flash this on screen quick. I am in the pretty much the exact same short we just took. My risk to reward is 1-to-1 right now, but my target is about 4-to-1. So I'll let you know what happens on that. I'll restructure this. It'll be better on the personal account anyway. It'll be full screen on the personal account. Up about 20 points here. I'll probably take it off shortly. We are on a decent streak this morning, so I'm not going to be too much of a dick about it. I'll just take my gains as they come. It's all right.
Yeah, these ons are coming in as a block trade. So when I say block trade, just all that size is traded at the same exact second there. You usually see one of the little locks or bags, whatever you want to call it there, that just tells you it's 100% identified as a opening trade. I mean, you get an IV drop when they come in, and then you have another little kind of 127 hitter there about 4 minutes later. Hard to know if that's related to this, so on. The initial piece of flow there, I'd probably almost, shorting calls 1% out of the money. I mean, you have to be, very, very, like, you have to know, because if these go in the money, you can, there is no, you have an unlimited loss value on selling calls if they go. I mean, if on went up to like $95, you are going to be absolutely just devastated. That's why I don't like kind of the calls at the money. Like if you're selling them, that's why I, if I'm selling premium, it's on something that's, short term, weekly, that's like 50% out of the money, where, the likelihood of anything bad happening's a little lower than,
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
this. I don't like the calls at the I mean, could they be long? Yes. Could they be short? Yes. I hate talking like that, where it's just kind of, oh well, it could be this, could be that, but
They're
it could
pretty.
be. I mean,
To be fair, they're pretty clean on the bid, and the one that's not
yeah,
is $5 separated. It's not really that
y-
scary. We do get the
yeah,
IV drop, and as that bid-ask spread widens, these are still filling bid sides, so I would be leaning short on them. I just don't.
yeah.
I don't think I'd have the balls to
I
short something that's that close
yeah
to the money.
yeah.
I don't have the
That's
balls or the bankroll for that.
yeah. I would. Yeah, shorting at the money is a little dangerous. You rarely. I mean, like if I do that, it's got to be like,
If they're covered calls and you got a shitload of
it's
shares, go for
yeah.
it,
That's
man.
that's a little different.
If they get
too.
called
I mean,
away at the money, who cares? You literally just sold your shares at the money.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
But naked shorting in general, that's when you're
Oh yeah,
really
that's
looking to hurt
yeah,
yourself from a
that's
retail perspective, unless you're
yep.
Nate.
Yeah, so yeah, the ons, they're just kind of, they'd read as a sell there, but keep in mind at how close they are to the money, and a lot of time on them too. Like your Greeks aren't really favorable for a short right now on them, because look at your delta. I mean, these will move in the wrong direction quickly, and that theta's, I mean, that theta's kind of up there, but that delta, I like to see a really low delta when I'm selling premium, higher theta. Not saying they can't work out, but I would be a little nervous and kind of probably watching that a little bit more if I was
Come on, NASDAQ,
in
20 more
something like that.
points. Just do it. It's been tickling the tip and teasing. Look at that. It's just like, am I? It's a will they, won't they situation here. Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? I would prefer if they did, I'll take this 2-1 and be happy with it, but I want the full move. Somebody asked last week why I don't, like, if I'm targeting a low of day like that, or not even a low of day, it's just a local low below those 760s, why I don't put it way down there. Because sometimes with the NASDAQ, specifically with the micro NASDAQ, it'll wick it and then go without filling you. I would rather miss out on a couple of points and get filled. You feel me? I might bring this up just a teeny bit more to the bottom of that last low before this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna let this play out. We're hanging out. I'm not mad. I'm just impatient. They're getting there. They are so close. They're 10 points away. If this wicks out, I'll probably just take it and be happy, because we have only lost, I think, 2 trades today, right? 2 of like 8.
You're the one with the losing trades today, so you gotta tell me.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. You left so much money on the table, man.
I don't think I left too much.
All right, they got pretty damn. They got within 5 points of my target. Close enough. I'm taking it. Let them wick out and back test. Let them knife like I wanted to. I don't give a shit. We did well this morning. Let's wrap up the next 8 minutes into the close of the show with a couple more flow reads, and then we'll let these homies get on with the rest of their day without listening to our dumb fuck voices talking endlessly.
I got Pfizer here, another Joe contract. that feels kind of concerning to me. Yes, it's a little more on the ask side, but kind of just, again, that visual really helps. We're feeling just kind of above the mid there. It's not the cleanest ask side fill. Yes, it is more on the ask side, but it's almost a mid fill there. You do get that IV spike when it comes in. I mean, just kind of looking at the premiums here and how far they are out of the money, I'd probably lean long on those. I just want to look at the heat zone on Pfizer there. Pfizer. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got positive gamma down there at 26. Then 39 days out. Got it up at 28. Absolute gamma is 27. So, I mean, we're kind of right at that right now. And look at that put wall here. I mean, this is a big zone of support here too. So I mean, heat zone. I mean, I like that 11-day kind of down there at 26,
hanging out.
I mean, it's a big zone there. I mean, I'd almost rather see if it would come down and touch 26, and then maybe look for some flow there, just because you're right at the top of that kind of support zone area. And you got call wall up there at 28. Your absolute gamma's at 27. So I mean, we're at that strongest magnet and pin there. I mean, it's tough. Like that fill.
Bro,
just making
moan.
Yeah. Anthony's making.
No,
some
it's like
specific
just a like Tucker's getting all excited. He's waking up finally. Yeah, no, I mean with that silver spread kind of being just at the mid a little bit there, that kind of makes me not fully like the flow. I do like the IV increase though. I'd keep an eye on it. Oh God, I saw the note that he's putting in there.
Yeah, I forgot to click record, so I have to make a lot more work for myself later to get this recording.
Oh Jesus!
Dang.
Because like YouTube doesn't let you download in 1080p even your own videos, so I always screen record at the same time. Yeah. If you download your own shit, it's 720. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, it's dumb as hell. They also erase all of our external traffic views, so that's awesome. But that's neither here nor there. I'm still in discussion with them about that shit because it don't make any sense. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We've got like 4 minutes left. Let's power through one more flow read and get the hell out of here. But real quick, I do want to look at our gamma exposure profile. They are still by the skin of their teeth hanging on to that 77.60 to 55 area. And I want to point out these are still falling off down below. So I wonder if that's going to set the top of the range at that 77.75, right below the positive gamma we were targeting at 77.80. Let's see. They're already hanging on to the rejection of the negative gamma zone again. So if they can't stick this landing and give a nice push, I think we're going to backtest the bottom of that positive gamma range. That's what I think. That's my foresight for the next like half an hour of the market there. Well, let's hammer through one more flow read and get homies the hell out of here. Get them to the rest of their day.
What do we got? I want to see what those Teslas are doing. So yeah, drop a request. I want to see if those Teslas are moving at all. I mean, they got that initial move there, but curious to see what changes there. Curious to see what that open interest does. Yeah, not much else on my tape. When I see an Apple there. Yeah, Apple's getting hurt today. Apple has dividends this week. So some divvy flow will...
It can get spicy.
Skew it, yeah.
It can get spicy.
These Abgo 0 days, I'm not a big fan of 0 day stuff. Like, if it runs, that's okay. But, I mean, it's an opener and they're right at the money. It almost seems like you're trying to catch that falling knife, though. I mean, look at your call premiums and put premiums both dipping there. I'm not a fan of the 0 days. We can look at the tape and just see how it looks, but and with how pricey they are too. I mean, they're almost $2 a contract, and we're coming up to lunchtime. You might be chopping for a little bit. I mean, the tape looks good, but you get a nice big. I mean, look at that IV pop on that. That is a big IV pop on that.
Yeah, nice. 6% jump on that fill.
I mean, dude,
I really hate these 0 day shits though, man.
they look buy to open, but man, I don't like the 0 day. Yeah, it's, and especially at that price too. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
so
don't
pricey.
love it. They could be
Like-
they could be trying to snipe a turnaround, and I'm not gonna go as far as to say I think they're short. But they really need AVGO to fucking rip back up to like those 427s to really print on these. They
Yeah.
expire today. Those are gonna start dropping value like crazy here in about half an
Yep.
hour.
We can
Beta is gonna
revisit
gobble
them.
that up.
Like this is something I would treat as a complete lotto type of play, like where, hey, you know, it's very interesting, but there's a lot of risk behind this. Like there's more risk than to reward. Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude,
More
SPX is
risk
trying
than reward
so
on that.
hard to reclaim that 7760. If they can, again, I still want to see them accelerate through that positive or that negative gamma zone. But right now, they are struggle busting with that 7760. They might test the bottom of the straddle again before they push back up. It's getting spicy, but I'm with you, Anthony. I think we're going to chop a little bit through the lunch hour. We'll have to see. We finally got a little bit of that net put premium falling down. Nothing too crazy, just kind of moving in tandem with SPY's price. You know, this bounce while net call premiums are still knifing could be interesting, but really until I see this repositioning of gamma, I don't know that we're going to go take out that low yet.
Yeah, we're just kind of
again, down
chopping
here's
around the
moving
highest
down, though.
levels right now.
Yep, 7750 moved down to 45 and 35, but we're still pretty strong here at 7760. If they stick this landing, I think we're just going to chop up and to the right a little bit. We'll have to see. Time will tell. Folks, we are winding down here to the bottom of the show. Let me get Tucker back in here. I fucking guess. I guess, dude. I guess. Dude, he has just passed the fuck out, which is funny because it just thundered, and he is terrified of thunder.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I'm not asleep.
He just passed the fuck out
I
in the
mean-
storage unit back there. Alive?
Oh God, please don't let the dog
He just-
die on
he just-
camera. That
he
would
just
ruin the
squinting at me.
stream.
Just
Dude, that'd be
squinting at me.
crazy.
Dude, that'd be fucked. You probably
Dude,
wouldn't see
I'd
me
be
for like
like-
2 months. I'd be gone.
Yeah,
All right, everybody. That has been our Monday Whale Watch. Very futures heavy, like I said. That's going to be the case moving forward from Mondays. Wednesdays are going to be a lot more flow heavy, about 50-50, I'd say. Mondays, we're going to keep it to mostly futures for the first hour, hour and a half, and then the rest of it will be flow into the end of the show like we did today. But other than that, I hope you guys had some fun. I hope you learned something from Anthony. I didn't really do any teaching. I'm going to be honest. I talked a bit about Gamma, but not like much else. Unusualwhales.com/office hours. Every Thursday and Wednesday, there will be a little bit more of an educational stream going on with Snorlax UW. He is the GOAT and the original OG of Unusual Whales Options Flow on the public-facing side. So you're going to learn a lot from him, specifically on the Wednesday ones at 11:30 Eastern. That bad boy is a straight-up Q&A session, a guide onboarding session kind of for the website. You also get to just like chat, Q&A type thing. It's on a Zoom. You can add it to your calendar, hop in, get alerts for it. It is every single Wednesday at 11:30 Eastern. You're going to learn a lot more there than here. Here, you're basically just seeing demonstration of how we use the tools in our own way. Everybody's different. You'll see how Anthony brings up those heat zones all the time, and I barely use them at all, even though I acknowledge they're really cool and usable. It's just we trade different. That's just how it is. But we'll be back again Monday morning right before market open. Wednesday morning right before market open. Doing the same shit, man. Next week, Monday's hopefully going to be a lot more fireworky because my personal will be set back up and we'll be able to let these things ride. And I won't have to worry about accidentally promoting somebody who doesn't give me money to do so. But other than that, folks, we'll see you guys Wednesday morning for more future scalping, gamma exposure, breakdowns, and flow reads. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again Wednesday. Take care, guys.
see you, everybody.